Mr. from Muscle and Coffee. So today I'm going to be talking about team sports. What is a team? So generally, when it comes to competitive, even recreational leagues, when it comes to sports, there's two categories of sports. There would be team sports where you have a group of players that make up a team, and then you have an individual sport, which would, as the name suggests, individual is one person. So the dynamics within an individual sport versus a team sport, they are both very different and very much the same, because the thing is, at the end of the day, when it comes to an individual sport, it is, as they say, me, myself and I. The coach is in the background, but when it comes to performance on the day, it is what you do, it is how you play, it is how you make use of your opportunities and exploit your opponent's weaknesses, or how you play up on the particular day. Everything comes down to you. Some people enjoy individual sports because, much like when we were at school, sometimes you have group activities versus individual activities. There's some people that don't like to do group activities because they either do all of the work and everybody gets the credit and they don't feel that it's fair. So, and some people very much like to work on their own. They don't want, I have a part and you have a part and they have a part, and then all our parts together combine and make a whole. They don't like to work like that. So in some cases, then in that individualized type of situation, you have individual type sports. So for example, if you think of fitness, gymnastics, although sometimes there is a team component to it, but you work as an individual. Swimming, athletics, some of these things, even though you perform and you contribute as a whole, but it is you on your own. When it comes to team sports, for example, if you take soccer, or you take rugby, or you take hockey, or you take softball, volleyball, whatever, there are many individuals on the team. And what is very important is that you cannot just be a number of individuals on a team. Sometimes you have a team that has a number of excellent individuals, but when they play a team of more average ability team players, you will find that they actually fall short, because the team players, they recognize that everybody in the team has value, and together, like there's a saying for team, TEAM, together everyone achieves more. So the team cannot function optimally when certain individual players are removed. For example, like when somebody commits an offense in maybe rugby or soccer as an example, and the player is removed, the rest of the team then has to work harder, and in some cases then the opposition would then capitalize on the fact that there are now fewer players, and they may even change the strategy. And in other games, like for example softball, because I play softball, everybody is important. Some people may be more important than others, because in the example of softball, the pitcher and the catcher, the game can't start without the pitcher and the catcher, and the pitcher the catcher. The pitcher is an individual, because if the pitcher is not able to do her job or his job, if it's in softball or baseball, then the whole team will suffer. So yes, so that's basically a rundown about individual versus team sports. And what is important in team sports is, besides the fact that you recognize other people and their abilities, is that there's a certain level of respect, there's a certain level of camaraderie, brotherhood, sisterhood, togetherness, family, or whatever in the team. And what is important in a team is that everybody respects everybody else. People respect one another's time, they respect one another's sacrifices to actually be there for one another and to do your job. Because when you do your job, you allow the other people on the team to do their job as well. So obviously, in a competitive setting, you are training, you are sacrificing, you are doing what needs to be done to be competitive. Versus recreational, it's more fun type thing. But I mean, even in recreational sports, people do train and people do work together, and they do respect one another's abilities and one another's time. But in competitive, it is more so because performance is super important, and what you do leading up to the games, coming to trainings, coming to warm-ups on time, having team talks and everything, everybody giving their perspective and giving their perspective and their feedback or input into what needs to happen in the team. So some of us like to be individuals. We work on our own. All the glory belongs to us. All of the disappointment is also ours. And some people like to be in a team where they want to be part of something. And sometimes you can have certain people in the team are not having a good day, but the team itself can still perform. So there is the social aspect also when it comes to team sport. So yeah, that's just a little thing, because I played individual sport and I did team sport, and the thing is you have to work at all times, but just the pressure is a little bit more when you are in an individualized sport. So both of them, both types of sport require sacrifice, hard work, discipline, but just in individual sport it's a little bit harder because the buck really stops with you. So yeah, just a little bit on team sport versus individual sport. So see you in the next video. Bye.